This is the new TC Pride Podcast, Episode 78, Part 4 of on-location coverage of the 2017 Pride Dabbler. Happy Pride 2017. We're on location at the 2017 Pride Dabbler, and I am here with
Chrissy DeLang, Waconia Brewing Company.
Now, we were chatting a little before we started recording. Now Waconia, that's a little ways out there from the Twin Cities.
Yeah, it's worth the drive. It's 45 minutes away from Minneapolis, but it's totally worth the drive, especially if you like a lake and you like to drink. We are in Waconia. We love to drink. This is our second year here, and we've loved it so much we decided to come back. We love the theme beer. Our theme this year is Americano, our black ale Americano. Delicious. It tastes like iced coffee, basically. Follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. You could also go online at waconiabrewing.com. Look at events. Every weekend we have a food truck and a band. We also have we also, one Tuesday a month, we have a drink win down for the town. We donate for every beer sold. We donate a portion of that towards the cause. So come see us for any cause it may be on Tuesdays. We have bingo on Mondays. We like to live it up. We also have a patio, so it overlooks the lake.
There you go. So don't just come visit, stay out there the whole week and you'll have a good time, right?
Right, exactly. You might have a friend or family member. Maybe you don't like that family member. Come see us. We'll make it better.
Sounds good. You should put that on your advertising. I love it. So thank you very much for your time. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Happy Pride.
Thank you. Happy Pride. Woo!
Melina, Superior Switchel Company. Yeah, so first of all, we're non-alcoholic. We're based here in Minneapolis. And unlike all the rest of the breweries here, we don't brew beer. We do a non-alcoholic Switchel, which is a ginger apple cider vinegar elixir. It's kind of tart and tangy, a little bit of a ginger bite.
That sounds amazing. So what is that what you're serving up today?
Yeah, we've got 3 flavors, a lavender lemon, an orange maple, and a haymaker, which is our original. It's a cinnamon apple. We do not have a tap room. We use a shared commercial kitchen space, but we are in over 100 retailers around the Twin Cities area. So all the local co-ops like Lake Winds and Kowalski's. SuperiorSwitchel.com, #DrinkSuperior.
John Barbs with Move Minneapolis.
So tell me about Move Minneapolis.
We're the Downtown Minneapolis Transportation Management Organization.
That's a long name.
Yeah, it is, but we just go by Move Minneapolis. Well, we're all about sustainable transportation. We're about getting employees in downtown Minneapolis and employers to take transit, carpool, bike commute, to do everything except drive alone in their cars.
There's a couple good reasons for that. Why are we encouraging people to find alternatives to driving alone in their cars?
Well, if you are on your way down to Pride or to the Dabbler, you may find that the I-94 Lowry Hill Tunnel is a little bit under construction and cars are way backed up. So just getting here is a challenge. And if you rode your bike or if you were able to take transit or even carpool, it's a better way to get downtown. We're out here to talk about these transportation modes, but we're also giving away a rainbow-colored bike rack from Duro. We're giving away a Bianchi bike, compliments a one-on-one bicycle studio, a staycation package, and to get people excited about transportation alternatives, we're having them pledge to take a sustainable mode of transportation. And if they normally drive alone during the summer, try something different. We'll help them do that. They can go to moveminneapolis.org and learn all about different ways to get into downtown on their regular commute and avoid all the construction out there. And this is a little reward for them. Happy Pride to you.
Jim Hurley, Maple Island Brewing. We're in Stillwater, Minnesota, right on the river. We got a couple choices here. We got our ice cream stout made with Nelson's ice cream, chocolate and caramel. We got our White Bud IPA, and we got our submission lager for the people that like the lighter variety of beers.
So you're situated in Stillwater. I've been out to Stillwater a couple times. Nelson Ice Cream, that's actually a spot out in Stillwater as well, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, it's this ice cream place in Stillwater.
It's been there for 100 years or something crazy, right?
For $3 you get this much ice cream.
For the people listening on the podcast.
Probably can't hear what this much is, but
it's a mountain of ice cream. So yeah, so you decided to do a collaboration and mix the two awesome things into one even more awesome thing.
Yeah, we're giving away these koozies that only fit on our little glasses for the Beer Dabbler. They seem to be pretty popular. MapleIslandBrewing.com. Thank you.
Happy Pride 2017. We're on location of the 2017 Pride Dabbler, and I am here with
Wendy Winkler, Urban Chemist. We have a Bloody Mary enhancer called Fast Marys. You can add it to a tomato Clamato V8 and make a perfect Bloody Mary. FastMarys.com. We have a list of all the stores we sell at.
John Erickson from Angry Inch Brewing. We're located down in historic downtown Lakeville. A lot of people don't realize that there is a historic downtown Lakeville, but 24 short miles south of Minneapolis, St. Paul. We got currently 9 beers on tap, a beautiful patio, and just having a darn good time. We're approaching our 1-year anniversary next month. Our Pride Dabbler beer, our Pride beer that we brought, I took our Imperial Saison, our Daddy's Honey Pot, which is our flagship beer, and did a tequila barrel-aged version of it. We're at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and then www.angryinchbrewing.com. Cheers!
My name is Peter Larson. We're with Bent Brewstillery, Minnesota's only brewery-distillery combination. Well, we brought 3 beers with us today. We brought a Czech-style Pilsner that we call Peter's Beer. We brought Enough, which is our well-balanced IPA. And we also brought a table Saison that we call Teeple Beer. Earlier in the day, we also had our passion fruit mead called Impassioned. Unfortunately, we went through 15.5 gallons of it in about an hour and a half. Yeah, so we're a brewstillery, so we have both a brewer's license and also a distiller's license. So we make both beers, but we also distill spirits. Our most famous spirits being our Gunner Ghost, which is our 14 botanical Navy strength gin, as well as our Bent Anchor Pochine. Pochine is an Irish-style moonshine. It's in combination with Anchor Fish and Chips out of Northeast Minneapolis. And it's a really lovely sort of burnt sort of vodka-type beverage. Great in Bloody Marys, great with ginger beer. It's a very exciting spirit that we're excited to bring to Minnesota. And we recently won Minnesota's Weirdest Spirit Award for the Pochine, which we also didn't know was an award. But hey, we'll take it, right? www.bentbrewstillery.com. Thank you. Happy Pride.
Jeff Moriarty with Tin Whiskers Brewing Company. We're pouring our signature beer we brewed for the event. It's our Electric Love Chapel. It's a Cactus Hibiscus Wit.
Awesome. Hibiscus is popular this year.
Yes, it is. I think sour is pretty popular, and hibiscus gives kind of like a tart tang to it without actually being a sour beer, and got a pretty purple color. Well, we just celebrated our 30-year anniversary a couple weeks ago, so that was great. Otherwise, the usual, a lot of beer fest. So actually, we'll have this in the tap room here in about 3 weeks. We're right downtown St. Paul, 9th and Robert Street, 6 blocks from the St. Paul Saints Stadium.
Awesome. Where can people find you online?
twbrewing.com.
Great. Thanks for your time. Enjoy the weekend.
Yep, you too.
Mike, it's a German game called Hammerschlagen, where each person gets their nail, and they have to drive it in with the wedge end of the hammer on a peen hammer.
This is a pretty popular thing at Dabblers. Anybody that's been to any kind of Dabbler's probably seen this thing around. So you were going to kind of explain kind of the strategy, kind of the technique involved?
Sure. So each person has their own nail, and there's a red line on the hammer, so everyone keeps their hand behind the red line. Guys can only use one hand, ladies 1 or 2. But again, the wedge end, you have to start it on the log, then you take one swing, up, down, and you pass it. It keeps going round and round till the person gets the nail flush. And they can hit it anywhere they want around the table. So sometimes people do a little side gambling between each other, or someone has to be the designated driver.
Unofficially, off the record.
Correct.
So what's the trick? If you could give somebody like one little piece of advice, like what's the trick to getting it done?
Well, keeping your elbow in. You want to let the hammer do the work. You just want to make contact. Don't try to hit it hard. You just swing hard, then you usually take your eye off the nail. But it's a big German game that's at these fests and Oktoberfest. It's played everywhere. So we're kind of all over at these and whatever people call. We have a Hammerschlagen website that you could get information, or if you'd want it at a party or whatever. So.
Well, I have to ask you, do you mind if I try? Can you kind of give me some advice?
I sure will. What you want to do is you got to keep your hand behind the red line, okay. Start it on the log. You know, this is a left-handed hammer, so you should be good. Okay, good. Right. So you start it on the log wherever you're comfortable, take one swing, and then you'd pass it.
All right, here we go. And I skimmed it. That's all right. There you go. You've had a little bit of practice at this, I think, so. Okay, all right, well, thank you very much for your time. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Happy Pride.
Thank you very much.
Neil Miller from Head Flyer Brewing.
And tell me a little bit about Head Flyer. I don't think, were you here last year?
No, this is we're brand new. We've been out for about 2.5 months. We're in Northeast Minneapolis off East Hennepin. We got a beautiful tap room, old, really cool building.
Awesome. Congrats on the launch. Tell me about what you're serving up today.
Our specialty beer right now is our Goody Goody Goza. It's inspired by the song Goody Goody. It's a little lime flavor, good summer beer. We also got our IPA, our Amber, and our Golden, which are pretty popular beers at our tap room right now. Headflyerbrewing.com, and we're on Twitter, social media, all that good stuff. So
Great. Thanks for your time. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Happy Pride.
yeah, thank you, you too.
Modest Brewing. I'm Eric. Yeah, so we brought one of our specialty beers. It's fresh, our tart ale infused with berries, vanilla, and a little bit of sea salt. So it's perfect for the weather right now, and it's amazing for this Pride Festival.
Well, looks like you got a couple of fun flavors as well.
Yeah, we've got our typical mainstays. We got First Call, which is our coffee lager. We've got Fresh, which is our tart ale, and then we've got Dream Ale, which is our American IPA.
That's right. We spoke with you last year about the First Call. That's got this popular stuff, right?
That is probably one of our top beers along with Dream Ale right now, yeah.
Cool. And so I got to ask you about these T-shirts. So I know it's not a competition, but I think there's sort of like an unspoken competition between some of these breweries. The T-shirts are getting really cool this year. Tell me about your T-shirt.
Yeah, so, we kind of jumped on board this year. We did our logo in sort of like the rainbow colors and a little bit of sparkly. We worked with Conspiracy of Strange Girls to actually create the actual shirt, and they created the image. And it's just one unique, very sparkly. It's perfect for this festival, really.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love it. It's kind of that metallic, kind of like shiny vibe.
Absolutely, and it's got all the rainbow colors that you would ever want. And this year we learned our lesson. We did about 200 shirts last year. We didn't sell through most of them, so we only did 60 this year, and we're selling through most of them right now. So we're like running out of them, actually.
Nice. Limited edition boutique edition.
Limited edition boutique. Special shout out to the Conspiracy of Strange Girls for their work on this.
Right on. Well, thank you very much. Where can people find you online?
Modestbrewing.com.
Great. That's MODIST. Right?
MODIST. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Thanks a lot, man. We'll see you next year.
Awesome. Thank you.
Happy Pride 2017. We're on location of the 2017 Pride Dabbler, and I am here with
Chris Hines.
So, Chris, we were talking before we started recording, and so you laid out to me a pretty ambitious goal. You wanted to be on as many podcasts as you can this year. So I'm trying to help a brother out here. You said you've been on a couple already, but so now you're on the Twin Cities Pride podcast. So tell me a little bit what you normally talk about when you're on these podcasts.
Yeah, so I've talked about tandem biking, and I've also talked about my nonprofit, the Runny Yokes, which is a gender, sexuality, inclusive, all body types kind of running and walking group. We just get together once a week and we run, and we're Twin Cities based. We meet at a different location every week, and we're trying to grow our base so we can get as many people as possible coming out with us. Because typically, when you look at running groups, there's a certain type, and they're all obsessed with miles and stuff. But we just like community, and we like being with each other, and so yeah.
Awesome. Well, we're all about inclusion and community, so we're happy to help you promote your nonprofit here. Where can people find you online, or and you're gonna have to spell that because it's kind of an interesting name.
So it's www.therunnyyokes.com, but we spell yokes like a canoe yoke, which is YOKES. So it's the Runny Yokes, YOKES.com. And we have weekly events. Everyone's super cool. Corinne here is part of it. She does our walking group. It's a really good time. I'd love everyone to come out.
And actually, so you do a walking group?
Right? Yes. Hi, so my name's Corinne. So the great thing about the Runny Yokes is not all of us have to run, which, despite the name. And so, I literally can't run. My knees, my body doesn't let me. And so I found a really cool group that's cool with me still being part of the group, despite the fact that I'm not as physically able as the other people.
It sounds like it's about community and just having a good time together, right?
That's exactly. It's definitely more about community than, specifically the athletics about it, which is real neat. That's my favorite part. TheRunnyYokes.com.
We have a Facebook group too. Just add Chris Hines on Facebook and I'll add you. Thank you.
Happy Pride. Thank you.
Victor Wong, Finnegan's. Well, today we are here all the time, but we are turning beer into food. And so we're here to collect money, as we always do. All the profits go to helping local food shelves. And so, we're serving some of our beer as well as raising money for the community.
So for people outside of the Twin Cities area, so tell me a little bit about Finnegan's and kind of their overall mission. Now, isn't their motto something like food truck in reverse or something like that? Tell me about that.
Yeah, so we've got a few things. It's like drinking beer for good. And so a lot of what we do is we really try to make sure that we align when people drink beer with helping the community and helping with hunger specifically. And so a lot of what we do is we turn, beer into food. So when you drink our beer, a lot of the profits go to directly helping people in need. And we also have a reverse food truck. So instead of serving food, we actually drive it around the community and people can actually donate food. So that's why it's a reverse food truck.
Cool. Thank you very much for your time. Enjoy the rest of the day and happy Pride.
Okay, thank you.
AJ Frizzell, Lynn Lake Brewery.
Lynn Lake, cool. Tell me all about Lynn Lake Brewery for people that aren't familiar with it.
Lynn Lake Brewery, we're on Lindell and Lake Street. It's in an old theater. We have a giant marquee out front and rooftop upstairs, rooftop patio. And yeah, make craft beer. It's excellent.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I've been there many times. It's like a vintage kind of exposed brick kind of vibe, right? Everything is like handmade.
Definitely, yeah. We have live music. We open up the front doors and let people outside, people inside can all hear the music and come in and get a beer if you want one.
Actually, one of the best bands I've heard in a long time actually plays at Lynn Lake. Neon Giant. Are you familiar?
Neon Giants. They're playing there tonight right now. I'm actually I'm happy to be here, but I miss out on the opportunity to see them because they play there every 2 weeks or so, and it's awesome. Yeah, we love them.
Yeah, so folks that aren't familiar with them, it's kind of like a reggae kind of pop kind of vibe, right?
Yeah, it's a mix between reggae and Rage Against the Machine, kind of. It's like what they do.
That's a good way to describe it. They're very energetic, right?
Yeah. So right now we have our cream ale, bottoms up, our flagship IPA, Take 6. We also have a double IPA aged with oak spirals that's really good, a triple X that we're doing. We have a tardy party, and then on cask we have a pineapple habanero IPA that's really good too. LynnLake.com. Yeah, thank you.
The TC Pride Podcast is a production of Podletter Media and Twin Cities Pride. Subscribe now on iTunes, on Android, or by email at tcpridepodcast.org. Get above the noise by raising your voice. Podletter Media turns your email newsletter, blog, or video content into a more powerful, more personal, more intimate, on-demand listening experience. Your podcast, your story, your voice. Simplified, amplified. Learn more now at podletter.com.